Welcome back to Align by Design. It's a podcast where we explore what it really means to live in alignment with who you are. I'm Flavie, and today I want to talk about something that's destroying entrepreneurs' life while they think it's building their businesses. It's about wearing busy like a badge of honor, being proud of your inability to disconnect, measuring your dedication by your availability. If you've been telling yourself that being always on is a price of success, if you can't take time off without anxiety, if your family knows your food better than they know you, this episode is going to be uncomfortable, but it's also going to be liberating. Because I'm about to share will show you that being indispensable is not a strength, it's a poor business design. And let me tell you, I know why you do it. You tell yourself that being available 24/7 shows dedication, that checking emails during dinners proves you care about your clients, that working weekends demonstrates your commitment. And maybe it worked for a while. Maybe your client praised your responsiveness. Maybe you felt important, needed, essential. But here's what's really happening. You've built a business that can't survive without you. You've become the biggest bottleneck in your own company. And worst, you've taught everyone around you, your clients, your team, your family, that your availability has no boundaries. And here's what I know. True success is not measured by how busy you are, it's measured by how free you are to choose when and how you work. And I'm sure you want to leave a legacy. But is this model the example you want to show to your kids working 24/7, being a mom or a dad who's never truly available for the people they love? I won't lie. Playing with my kids is hard for me. I mainly know how to work. I've done this for the last 20 years, always ready to push forward, always ready to learn, always ready to serve, sometimes at my expense, at the expense of my family. It's easier for me to jump on a call than to sit on the floor and play dolls. It's more comfortable for me to solve business problems than to just be present without an agenda. Work as clear metrics, clear outcome. Playing, just being. Ah, that's terrifying territory for someone who's built their identity around productivity. Let me tell you about a conversation I had with my daughter that completely changed how I see my relationship with work. We were packing for our summer vacation, something, I've been looking forward to for months. I was excited about the time away, the break from routine, the chance to be fully present with my family. And then my daughter asked me a question that just stopped me cold. Mom, will you still have calls during vacation? That question hit me like a punch, an uppercut. Because the honest answer was probably yes. I was already mentally planning which calls I could not miss and calculating time zones for client check-in. But hearing it from his perspective, from the eyes of a child who just wanted a mom to be present, made me realize something devastating. I had built a business that didn't fully allow me to show up for my own life, for my own family. And that conversation reminded me of that trip to Italy. Maybe I mentioned before. I was hunting for Wi-Fi instead of enjoying the scenery. I was sneaking away to handle urgent client messages instead of just being present with my family. But it was worse than that because despite the exhaustion, last year, while my baby was sleeping, I was working. I was not in the garden enjoying time with my mom and my sister. No, I was in the dark living room, dark because of the sun, and to keep the room fresh, working, working, working. How many times did it happen that I would arrive at my parents-in-law with my AirPods in my ears, barely saying hi because I was on a call for a training or with clients. And you know how that summer ended? I was exhausted and my body couldn't handle it anymore. I was still breastfeeding my son and I ended up so sick and tired that I slept for 3 days straight. It was impossible for me to move. I barely ate, and of course, everyone was worried. They were even considering bringing me to the hospital. Was that the example I wanted to show my kids? Had I left my corporate job just to enter another prison? But it was this packing moment with my daughter that was my real wake up call. I realized that I had to make a choice. Was I going to teach my daughter that work always comes first? Or was I going to show her what it looks like to build a life where business serves you, not the other way around? Here's what I learned: being busy is not a badge of honor, it's a red flag. And when you can't take time off, it means you don't have a business. You don't have built systems. You've built dependencies. When everything requires your input, you have not created processes, you have created bottlenecks. The entrepreneurs who can take real vacation are not just lucky. They're not just in easier industries or at different stages. They've built differently from the beginning. They've stopped confusing being needed with being valuable. Your value is not in your availability. It's in your ability to create solutions that work without your constant supervision. Your client doesn't need you to be available 24/7. They need you to deliver excellent results. Your business doesn't need you to micromanage every detail. It needs you to create systems that work. So let me break down the 3 ways busy is sabotaging your business and how to fix it. First, the indispensable trap. This is where you made yourself so essential to daily operations that nothing can happen without you. Every decision needs your approval. Every client question comes to you. Every problem becomes your emergency. You think this makes you valuable, but it actually makes you the biggest risk to your business. What happens if you get sick? What happens if you want to expand? What happens if you just want to enjoy your success? How to fix it? Start documenting processes, train your team, create systems that handle routine decisions automatically. Second, the availability addiction. This is where you've told everyone that you are always accessible. You answer emails immediately. You take calls during family dinner. You receive a notification on a post. You answer immediately. You receive a messenger. You respond immediately. You work weekends because that's when you get your best work done. But really, it's when you catch up on all the things that you should have systems. The result, you've trained your client to expect immediate response. You're like Amazon. We are here within 2 hours. You've taught your team they don't need to think independently. You've shown your families that work always come first. And let me tell you, this is not leadership. Not at all. So, how to fix it? Set communication boundaries and stick to them. Create response time expectation. Give your team permission to make decisions. I know it's not easy. Give them their chance. And right below your email, I will answer you within 24, 48, 72 hours. The word will not stop because you didn't answer within 5 minutes. Third, so perfectionist prison. This is where you've convinced yourself that you're not doing it personally. It won't it won't be done right. I know this one a lot. You redo work your team completed. You handle tasks that should be delegated. You create bottlenecks because you don't trust the systems you've built. But here's the truth: good enough done by someone else is better than perfect done by you if it means you can focus on what only you can do. And sometimes it's better 80% done than nothing at all. How to fix it? Define good enough standard. Trust your team. Focus on what only you can do. You don't need to be all around the place. So, I want you to take the summer vacation test right now. Not literally, but mentally. What would break in your business if you disappeared for a week? So, those are your business dependencies, not your business strengths. Make a list, then start systematically eliminating each dependency by creating processes, training teams member, maybe even hiring or building automation. Your inability to disconnect is not dedication. It's poor business design. Your family doesn't need you to be the most available entrepreneur. They need you to be the most present parent, partner, human. So stop wearing your busyness like a badge of honor. Start building systems that give you the freedom to actually enjoy your success. The goal is not to work less. So that's a nice side effect. The goal is to build a business that serves your life instead of consuming it. And if I'm completely honest, this is exactly why I decided to create House of Her to help entrepreneurs build systems that free them to spend time doing what they love, what they're good at, or with the people they love. So, if you want me to help you build the systems, automation, chatbot that will give you your life back, you know where to find me. And if this episode resonated with you, if you recognize yourself in my story of working in that dark room or arriving with AirPod still in your ears, please sharing with someone who needs this wake-up call too. And if you find value in this conversation, hit that subscribe button because we're just getting started with this real, raw conversation about what it actually takes to build a business that serves your life. And remember, true success is not measured by how much you work, it's measured by how much freedom you have to choose when and how you work. Stop being indispensable. Start being irreplaceable by building something that works without you. Your future self and your family will thank you. And until next time, stay true, stay aligned, and keep building freedom.